disciples and all my sisters and brothers in Christ.
All right.
Jesus heals a blind man.
All right.
John 9, verses 1 through 4.
All right.
And it reads, as Jesus passed by,
Mm-hmm.
he saw a man which was blind from his birth.
All right.
And his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind?
All right.
Jesus answered, neither has this man sinned nor his parents, but that the works of God should be made manifest in him. I must work the works of him that sent me.
All right.
While it is day, the night cometh when no man can work.
All right.
You see, Jesus restored sight to a man born blind.
Mm-hmm.
The Pharisees questioned the man, but refused to believe that Jesus had healed him.
All right.
Despite the obvious evidence, the Pharisees cast out the healed man in the temple.
All right.
How many times do we have doubts?
Yes, sir.
When I went over some years ago and saw that the tornado had wrapped around a trailer of some people who had come out,
All right.
I said to myself, this is impossible.
All right.
But with God, all things are possible.
All right.
That was a miracle. And then a couple of years ago, as I was trying to proceed across the river in Watley,
Mm-hmm.
there was a river that was above the level.
All right.
And I thought it would be impossible for anyone to ever cross this river again.
All right.
But as you can go and see from the city of Watley, you can go right on across that river and know that whatever God says, he will do it.
All right.
Because he said, I can do the impossible.
All right.
You see, some people doubt Christ's work today, not for lack of evidence, but because they don't want to believe it.
All right.
You know, a lot of times when we see things, we say, I just don't believe it.
All right.
Show it to me.
Yeah.
We got to show, but God said, blessed are those that have not seen.
What?
Yet.
Yes, sir.
Jesus' mission is often missed by the wise people
Amen.
of this world just because they don't believe. You know, the followers thought that the blind man was a great theological case today. One asked, why do you think he's blind? He must have seen. Don't we do things like that, asking it, honey, I know that could have happened because she had to have done something. Was it his parents' fault? Then was it asked to Jesus, why is he blind? And Jesus answered, he's blind to show what God can do.
All right.
God can do great things. I don't know about you, but he's done great
All right.
things in my
All
life.
right.
He performed great miracles in my life.
All right.
When he woke me up this morning,
Yeah.
that was a miracle.
Yeah.
Nothing so good that I've done.
All right.
God's grace and mercy sustained me.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad about it.
All right.
The apostles know, and they knew what was coming, for they had not seen the look in Jesus' eyes. So they asked, was it going to be lively?
All right.
Was it going to clap his hands or shout? But they all watched.
Yes, sir.
And Jesus began to work.
Jesus.
And you know what? Some of you might say, yeah, but spit came out. And he got that spit, and he started working with that clay. He got that spit, and he got that clay, and he said, now you take this, blind man. I can imagine what he said. Take this and rub it on your eyelid.
All right.
And he anointed the man.
All right.
See, the anointing makes a difference in all of our lives. He anointed the eyes of the blind man with the clay. And he said, go wash in the pool.
All right. All right.
He went and he washed. And when he came back, he could see. What a miracle God could do.
All right.
Once again, God's power was seen not through the ability of his instrument, but through its availability.
All right.
The blind man is not a true focus, but rather Christ, because of the works of God should be made manifest in him. See, we must not focus on what the blind man was trying to do in this situation, but we must focus on the work that God was doing. The blind man was being held on the Sabbath day, which was another major point to the Pharisees, because the act of healing on the Sabbath day was not permitted.
All
But
right.
now, we have to bear in mind that was not physical work. They do not have to be, there was not a real change against Jesus, but pressed against the same point of how the healing man was done. He gives God the praise, which is precisely what he does with the claim that Jesus healed him. And see, the Pharisees was trying to say that, now you know that wasn't right for him to do you like that, but the old blind man was saying, I'm healed.
All right.
You see, the counter response by the Pharisees demonstrates another poor judgment on their part, as they declared that he had been born altogether in sin, and then they cast him out in the synagogue. If only they could grasp the truth that all have sinned and come short of the glory.
All right.
You see, the answer for those who act, if they also are blind, depends on what they will do with Jesus.
Well.
So whether you have eyesight or not, we all need the light of the word
All right.
to guide us to the healing
All right.
of our souls by faith.
Amen.
And faith alone.
Amen.
Since the light of truth has come into the world for all to see, those who do not believe that they are spiritually blind
All right.
and therefore fail to receive their sight from the gift of life and life will remain in sin.
All right.
As the hymn writer said, amazing grace, how sweet the sound
All right.
that save a wretch like me.
All right.
I once was blind. I once was blind, but now I'm found. Blind, but now I see. Isn't it wonderful?
All right.
Isn't it wonderful that if we have that spiritual light that comes into our life, if you are blind,
All right.
just ask God to come into
All
your
right.
life.
All right.
He'll let you see. I declare he'll let you see.
All right.
I once was blind, but now I can see.
Amen.
Thank God. Free at last. Free at last. Thank God Almighty. I'm free at last.
All right. All right.